Okay, so maybe Abin Sur isn't one of the worst tunes to ever come out in DC Legends, as I predicted. However, does that mean that he's good? Let's find out.
There is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, I'm Gravity here, and this is a DC Legends video. In this video, I'm going to give you an in-depth guide on Abin Sur. To be quite frank, I was not going to do anything with this tune, just because after I read the reviews, or the preview, when I saw the kit itself, I was like, there was a lot of good in it, but there were two things in it that just were like, what in the hell are you guys doing? So I did, after getting him on my free-to-play account, which it was a plus. Usually on my main account, I try to use that to figure out what to do on my free-to-play account. But my free-to-play account actually had me do what I'm doing now on my main account, or what I did on my main account. And I have to say, he's good. Is he great? Honestly, I'm still like reserved because a couple of the things that he does just bothers me. When he's fully 70-11 and like ringed out or mostly ringed out, I think he's incredible. But is he like, if you're in the mid game, early game, is he great? I don't know. Anyway, also, someone put this up, this whole, like, I can't remember who it was, but they said that his skin, his legendary skin looks like Poison Ivy. 100%. If Poison Ivy ever got a Green Lantern ring, outside of maybe there being some thorns or branches on it, this is what it would look like. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get into the kit. And now you see that I've had to ring out everything. I think in order for him to like reach his, not even his, like for his full potential, yeah, of course, but I don't think I could get away with using him if I didn't ring him out. So just so you guys know, special damage to all enemies and 75% chance to stun primary target. I wish that was 100% chance. Also 75% chance to apply 3 evasion downs, can't miss on all targets. Wish that was also 100% chance. I would like for that, the legendary point to be 100%. Because it's just 3 evasion downs that can't miss. I mean, 75% chance on all targets. So, I mean, it's going to happen often enough, but like it's either all or nothing. I'm not a fan. Pack Tactics. This is the ability that drives me crazy because it could be so good if not for. Apply invisibility on all allies and place taunt on primary target. This is ringed out because if it's not ringed out, then there's a percentage chance. And if there's a percentage chance, if it's 75% or 50%, I think on my free-to-play account, it's like 75 or 80 at the moment, something along those lines. I think it's 80. And when it doesn't work, he does nothing. And there were a few situations on my free-to-play account where he's like level 50, I want to say gear 5, 6, where him not doing something, like when I'm relying on that in a PvP battle and he doesn't do it, I've lost matches because that didn't go. Like 80% is a high chance and it's a good chance, but when you need it, and if it doesn't work, you're screwed. Call assist from primary target is a legendary point. Also gain crit immunity and debuff immunity. Then Indomitable Will. Heavy special damage to single target. If an enemy is killed by Indomitable Will, gain 3 permanent int ups. This is a very good PvE legendary point. However, I took that one last because it is a good PvE legendary point. I don't think it's absolutely necessary, but the 3 permanent int ups, if it was like an enemy died, then he gained those, cool. He'd be cool for Nightmare campaign, but it's very contingent on him killing with that ability, which does hit hard, but is it going to come around often enough for those 3? I mean, they're permanent. So maybe it helps out in PvE situations, but I don't know. From the Beyond, passive ability. If an ally is taunting, 75% chance to apply debuff immunity to them at the end of their turn. I don't think that's a bad ability at all. I have not ringed that out because the debuff immunity is, yes, it's good, but I'm not. I kind of want it and I kind of don't. We'll put it like this. I want it, but it's not a priority. There's some other tunes that I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to save up some rings for Ultraviolet John Stewart when he comes out tomorrow. I'm going to have to spend a lot of gems. A lot of gems on him. So, from Beyond the Grave, legendary point. If an ally who is taunting is killed, apply taunt on a random ally. I will never, ever, ever. If I take him RB5, that legendary point will not be taken, okay? Horrible. Passive ability. If an ally is taunting, Apply 65% true heal at the end of the turn. This is an awesome, awesome ability for support to support taunters. And I'm a guy who loves taunters. Shout out to boy. I'm a guy who loves taunters, loves using taunters. So this actually like just puts him kind of in my wheelhouse of what I like to do when the taunters get down low, and you kind of have like a spree of or like just consecutive attacks on your taunter, and it's kind of getting low in health, low in health. This is helpful. At the start of the turn, gain 2 hits ups for each invisible ally, which is awesome because you run him with Nightwing. There's going to be typically some invisible allies. Also, if you open up with the A2 and everybody else is invisible, then he gets around back to his turn. Then you can use the A3 and hopefully kill somebody. So that is his. Those are his. That's his kit. Legendary order. I mean, I'm leaving the A1 towards the end. I'm leaving the A3 towards the end. The A2 is cool. And then the A3. I might, for like defensive purposes and stuff like that. Okay, okay. This is the thought process. I have to start with the A5 P2. At the start of the turn, gain 2 int ups for each invisible ally, makes him hit harder, right? 75% chance to apply evasion ups. And then call it. So then I would go A5, A5, then the 2. And I'm only saying the 2 second because you can't count on it to happen until you ring out the ability. If you can fully ring them out, then I would put the 2 first and then the 5. But if you can't, then I'm gonna put the 5 first, then the 2, then the 1. Actually, you know what? If you're early game, dealing with evasion teams might be helpful, but it's still 75%. So then I'm gonna put that last. Like I'm giving less value to abilities that aren't 100% gonna happen. Put it that way. I don't want you to waste your legendary crystals on that. And then I would do the A3, and then I would never touch the A4. Literally, don't even look at it. And that's because it's contingent on the A3 killing, which it might, but then it might not. So like the things that are the most reliable are going to be the ones that I'm gonna weigh heavily, unless the ability is just incredible. I'm gonna weigh heavily towards this is a certainty. I know this is gonna happen, so I'm gonna go with the A5, then the A2, then the 1, then the 3, and then never the 4. All right, so that's that. Now let's go ahead and get into his videos. So as I said, playing into my wheelhouse, I put him with Parallax. You'll see me, all I did was like just run him with a bunch of taunters. So I put him with Parallax. I put him with Barda, and I put him with Grundy. Also in this scenario, you could run him with Superman. Superman does his own heals, but I mean, it's possible for him to do it. So you have Aquaman here, who's obviously there to take care of Black Flash. A friend of mine, or someone in my alliance, Mihai, what's up? He had a comment, and I don't get a chance to like talk, but I saw it on my notifications, and he was like, "Effing Spectre ruined the effing game." Like he got really upset, and I was like, "It did he?" Then I started doing the Yara Floor video. It is a nightmare if you don't have a specific way of doing things and trying to figure out how to deal with Spectre and Black Flash combos. You guys who do that all the time suck. All right, so Aquaman, obviously they deal with Black Flash. We have Parallax as our Taunter to protect the team. Abin Sur, his main goal here is to support Parallax. He can do some stunning and everything else, but it's nice to have that Parallax support. And then also you have Saint Walker. Lanterns hit harder under Saint Walker. Abin Sur also does that A1, so I can call assist on the A1 and get that get the potential to stun, but I'm hitting everyone at the same time. And so the A2 from Saint Walker will lead to Abin Sur using his A1, which would be very helpful. I'm putting the taunt back onto Parallax, hoping that oh no, I put the taunt on Abin Sur. I'm kind of surprised that I did that. Actually, I feel like I should have put the taunt back on Parallax. Now you see all those end ups that come because we have 3 teammates that are invisible. Not enough to kill Supergirl, but pretty good shot. However, also bear in mind that Green Lanterns under Saint Walker do 25% more damage. So keep that in mind as you see what the damage that he did to Supergirl. However, also keep this in mind as well. You're not really bringing him for damage. Can he do damage? Yes. Can that A3 hit? Yes. But that's not the main goal. His main goal is support. I'm hoping that the stuns go off, but he's there to support taunters, which I think makes him really, really good. But then also, it might be that he's a bit limited in what he can contribute to your team outside of make everybody invisible. He can do a shot then later, and then support and give health. See, you see the health that you just gave to Parallax. Support and give health to the taunters. So, I mean, I think I like him. I do. I do like him. I think he's good. But I don't know. Something about his kit bothers me. Not just the whole pack tactic things that I'm having to worry about. I wish that stun on the primary target was 100%. I wish that 75% chance to lay down 3 evasion ups was 100%. Like, why not? Why not? Yeah. I think he's good, but he leaves a lot to be desired. So this is all in hand, as you guys can see. Like, this is basically just waiting for Black Flash to die. So we'll go ahead and go to the next match. But to be okay, going on the other side, he does do a good job of supporting the taunter, and the taunter's role there is to protect the team. So he does do a good job with that. He really does. I'm still hesitant. I'm not exactly sure why I'm so hesitant, but I am still hesitant. So, is this gonna go? All right, there we go. Here it is. It's catching up with me. So here, same deal, except now I'm using Darkseid. I want Darkseid to get those at least 5 buffs. So that way when Abin Sur goes, hopefully he's doing his AoE attack on his A1 multiple times. Aquaman is there. Aquaman is our damage dealer, and he performs, I think I told this story before already. I know I told this story already. He does amazing under Darkseid. Thank you to the guy who did that to me. Tournament of Legends. I still have to make that video, but and I wish I'd done better in that tournament. I still feel like, it hits me. And then, yeah, Grundy's the taunter to protect everybody. So, Grundy takes some shots. Grundy takes some damage. And this is the other thing, too. Grundy and Parallax, they don't have any kind of self-heal, like, in the same ways that, well, no, Parallax does. He does give himself those empowered stamina ups. So, that's not exactly fair to say. Grundy himself, he does revive, but he doesn't exactly heal himself. So Abin Sur might be actually perfect for Grundy if Grundy had taunt on him. That's why I do the taunt now. And I didn't realize in the moment, the second I hit that button, he had debuff immunity. And I didn't realize until like I hit that button, you know, and I'm like, what did I do? So yeah. But then the hope is that hopefully we can get back around to Grundy, get him some taunt, and get him some healage. If not, he will revive when he falls for the first time. And Aquaman is just going to go nuts right now and do his... He go like under Darkseid. Aquaman is so ridiculous. He is so ridiculous under Darkseid. So can we take out somebody here? Yeah. Oh, yep. See, then you have the A1 striking again, which I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of doing a little bit of damage to everybody. Darkseid takes out Spectre, which thank you very much. And now it's easy. After Spectre's gone, you have to be like cautious about who you hit and what you're going to do when Spectre's there. Because if you hit the wrong person and they fall, then you're screwed. But yeah. And then Black Flash again, all alone, being beaten. I take pleasure in that. All right, so now let's go to the DC Legends Toolkit. And I still have this funky thing going on with my green screen and my hair. I don't know what it is, but let's see. Do I still have the funky hair? I still got the funky hair. So I'm going to go ahead and hide myself. Choose summer. All right, so sorry about that. I had to move it back into place so you guys could actually see what was going on. So speed, he tied for 1/16. Slow, super slow, not counting on my speed. HP, this I didn't realize. And this is what I was doing with my free-to-play account on him. He has the highest HP in the game. And this makes a lot of sense now because in my free-to-play account, what I was doing was I was putting the taunt on him and then letting him be my taunter and then letting him heal himself and all that other stuff. That makes so much more sense now. Strength, not necessary, don't really care because he's special damage, but it's 1/15, okay. The thing that does bother me is his intelligence at level 63. I would like more int ups on. I would like more intelligence if he's going to be my taunter to be better against special damage. But then also when he get those int ups from everybody being invisible, he could do a lot more damage. This explains why the A1 does like well below average, even though that it's a AOE attack. It's still doing pretty low damage. So yeah, the thing that is the most impressive is that HP pool, which then lends itself to him being a taunter in his own taunter. So, I mean, yeah, he's good. He's good. I got to give it to him. I have got to give it to him. He is a good toon. So let's get back to the last match, and then I'll call it a video. I don't know why I'm being so, but maybe this is just me being stubborn. Maybe this is one of those, like, when I'm right, I'm right. You know what I mean? So, like, maybe that's it. So he's running here under Barda. Nightwing, of course, because Nightwing gives all that invisibility. So that means he's going to get these int ups. Now, here's the thing that I have a problem with is that now that I think about it, do I care about him having those int ups? Like, seeing that he has such low HP, or not HP, such low intelligence, means that even with those int ups, he's not going to do a whole lot of damage. So is adding all those int ups really, really worth it? Now, let me go back a little bit just because I was talking through this whole thing. I think that now, the way that I see it, let me go ahead and let the other team come out so I can show you the comparison. But now that I'm thinking about it, I don't need to worry about damage in any shape or form. Like, int ups, fantastic, great, if I'm going to use it for protection. But his role should be just strictly support. He can taunt on himself and then add like as a secondary taunter next to Barda or next to a turn 0 taunter. Or he can add a taunt to a taunter who's lost it. For example, Chemo. He could add a taunt to Chemo because Chemo cannot keep a taunt on him. And then he can keep Chemo healed as well. Now I'm kind of regretting that I didn't try him with Chemo. He might be fun that way. Wish I'd done that. Anyway, so you have Barda here, of course, for protection, HP pool, stamina ups for the HP pool. You have Aquaman here to deal with Black Flash. Then you have Abin Sur, of course, to support Barda. And then Nightwing is give everybody invisibility so that you can get those int ups on Abin Sur. But the more I think about it, the more it may not even be necessary. Plus, Aquaman is going to be very helpful with Castaway Green Arrow as he does this turn meter thing, AoE, and gives us another set of turn meter. Woot woot. All right, so stun Black Flash so he can't do any more obnoxious Black Flash things. Stun Castaway, I think, right? Oh no, I stunned Nightwing and got rid of Black Flash. That was nice. So then I would say I should have reapplied the, or was I trying to use a stun? All right, so stun Mr. Miracle. Okay. I think I would have, now looking at it, I think I should have put the taunt back on the Barda. But her taunt's coming back around anyway. Yeah. And this is the other thing too. And this does come in handy now. Now you have Nightwing who has a whole bunch of evasion ups. So if you can get the A1 to hit a couple of times and for those evasion downs to land on Nightwing, then you can make it easier for your allies to take him out. So you see, I was able to get some of the evasion downs on him. And now he's taking damage, even though you keep seeing immune. That's because we're hitting his awareness now and not missing because of the evasion ups. So that was fortunate. Let's hope he hits with the A1 one more time so we can get, oh no. See, I tried to do with A3 and he just did not have enough in that moment. But it looks like, well, of course, it looks like we're in good shape. But yeah, so that's Abin Sur. I think he's good. I do think he's good. I think, to be fair to you guys, just to give you guys the real, I think I'm being stubborn in like my evaluation of him because at the beginning I was like, no, he's not good for that because of the A2 and the A4. Those things do still bother me. They don't bother me as much now on my in-game account now that I can just bring them all out and just have him at his full potential. But on my free-to-play account, he's good. He's doing work. He's amazing. But when that A2 fails, it's a pain. It hurts. But when he's in his bag, like using him as a taunter has been helpful. Him in that heal has been helpful. Him doing that for Eclipso has been helpful. So like he has done his thing. Like he has been good. If I had to give a guess, if I had to say something, I'd say like B tier. So in any case, Thank you guys for watching. I drop these videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Help support the channel and have your roster. What's a roster? Have your roster evaluated by me. Just buy me or call me down below. Thanks again for watching all the way through, and I'll see you next time.